Hello and welcome to the SCA Cricket Show. My name is Shazad Haq, your host. Well, our job is to take you through all things cricket in Singapore. And we're going to start off with domestic action. First up, it's Division 1 of the Griffin Kinetic League, and things are really heating up in the last stage of matches. And we're going to look at the relegation zone. So the SCA Colts looking to cement their place in Division 1 with victory over the SRK Kings at the Kallang Cricket Ground. SCA won the toss and elected to bat first. They went on to score a whopping 279 runs for 9 wickets in 43 overs, thanks mainly to the century scored by Anish Param. In reply, SRC were bowled out for 194 in 40.2 overs. It was a one-man mission, Sankit Chitre by far the standout performer for the team. After taking 2 wickets, he scored an unbeaten 75, one of 5 batsmen to reach double figures. Chetan Suryawanshi helped SCA's cause with bowling figures of 3 for 30. So SCA winning by an 85-run margin. So SCA Colts started off well, the opening partnership worth 47 runs before losing the wicket of Chetan Suryawanshi. It was really the second wicket stand between Satya Rao and Anish Param that contributed to their huge total, the duo putting on a 111-run partnership in 25 overs. Anish went on to score 109, forming steady partnerships with Saad Khan and Shoaib Razak on the way. But after the loss of their top 5 batsmen, SCA had a mini collapse. They lost their next 4 wickets for just 5 runs, but managed to just about hold on to set a target of 280. SRC's innings started with the early wicket of Pankaj Kapoor, who managed just 13 with the bat. Unfortunately for them, the wickets kept falling at regular intervals, and they were in deep trouble at 62 for 6. Step in Sankit Chitre, who single-handedly took them to 3 figures. Ramaraja Pandian on the other end, playing a good supporting role and scoring a handy 29. But it was always going to be a huge ask given the early loss of wickets, and with the loss of Pandian, SRC were into their tail. Not before long, it was all over. SRC Kings all out for 194, losing by 85 runs.
Very poor batting performance. I think initially the openers from Kallang Colts, Chetan and Anish really kind of took the game away with a very quick aggressive shots and so on. Then they ended up with a total of 279, which was quite difficult with SRC not having our full side today because some of our players are playing in the Malaysian league, and so we didn't really have a full side. But nevertheless, I think we bowled pretty bad. A lot of loose balls and Colts, Anish and Satya, I think they played a very good partnership. Yeah, I think certainly the improvements I look at is mainly on the fielding side. I think we had a very poor fielding. We dropped a couple of catches, and in a game like Division 1, you give a chance to a batsman, 1 or 2 catches, he's going to definitely go on scoring runs. I think certainly it does makes quite a major impact. If we'd have won this game, we were pretty sitting. I mean, we won with a good margin. We were sitting pretty at the 2nd position, and now I think it puts us in 3rd or maybe even 4th. Depends on the other matches.
Actually, today team did very well. Okay, and we won the toss, and we decide to bat. And our some seniors batsmen, they take responsibility, just like Anish. He scored 100. And Chetan score 40 plus, and one batsman Satya, he scored 50. So what I believe that if our senior players, if they can perform well, so we can make it better. So according to their performance, today match was very good, and we did not lose our wickets early, so that make very good base for us. After that, we went for with the flow of the cricket, and everything went fine. You see, today we played last game of the league, right? And we finished 2nd in the league already. Actually, we were in good position. We lost couple of games. I think we lost 2 games, low-scoring games, and that's why we did not able to achieve first position. Otherwise, we were in very good shape, and we were in this position to win the league actually.
This one was a battle to stay alive in Division 1. 5th placed IA taking on 6th placed CSC, a must-win for both teams. After winning the toss and opting to bat, IA put on a competitive 226 in 48.5 overs. Skipper Kshitij Shinde leading from the front with a hard-fought 71. Rohan Tripathi the only other batsman to score more than 50. A gooder bowling effort from CSC's side, Nandika Vijayasundara and Krishna Kumar taking 3 wickets apiece. But it really did go down to the wire, CSC losing early wickets, but then came back to put on 230 for 5 in 48.2 overs. Kartik Ramesh with a brilliantly struck 106 not out. CSC won, winning by 5 wickets. IA1 captain Kshitij Shinde really coming to the team's rescue after they lost opener Ram Prasad with just 4 runs on the board. Vivek Dixit and Kshitij then worked hard to put the innings back on track with a 76-run stand for over 90 minutes. Kshitij quickly moved past 50 and went on to make 71. Rohan Tripathi joining him on the other end with similar ambitions. Both men scored the 2 individual half-centuries of the innings. With a 166 score, Kshitij departed, and from then on, wickets started to fall pretty regularly. Rohan started to run out of partners and then out of patience. IA losing their next 6 wickets for just 60 runs added, finishing on 226 all out in the 49th over. CSC got off to a disastrous start, losing their top 3 batsmen with just 41 runs scored. Kartik Ramesh and Rajagopal left to do all the work. They steadied the innings on their way to a 93-run partnership in just over 23 overs. Kartik went on to score a quick-fire 106 not out in 115 balls. A handy 38 from Rajagopal and then an unbeaten 31 from Suresh Apusami saw CSC reach their target comfortably in the end. IA's bowlers made little impact and CSC ended on 230 for 5 in 48.2 overs. A massive 5-wicket win for CSC, and massive not because of the wickets in hand, but because the win took them to 5th on the table and a big step away from relegation.
Both the teams played well, and IA gave a good fight. And for us, most of our regular players were not available, and our Division 2 guys did well and made the club proud. They have been doing well in Division 2 under Subramani's captaincy, and today they stood up and they really played very well. Actually, before today's game, we were in the last in the points table, and this win was very much important for us to stay in Division 1. If you had lost, we would have been relegated. And our players played wonderfully and took us home.
The team, actually, it was total team effort. We did a good effort to restrict them to 227. Then we chased like this was a do-or-die match, so we had to give it everything, and we gave it all, and we won finally. Very happy that we actually won the game.
So for IA, it all came down to the game against Lanka Lions, a must-win match as they look to keep their place in Division 1. For the Lanka Lions, a win or draw at Kallang would mean top spot in the division. Lanka Lions won the toss and chose to bat first. They put on 152 for 5 before the rain stepped in. IA were undone by the weather as the match had to be abandoned. Both teams made to settle for the draw. The sun was shining brightly at the start of the day and both teams were looking forward to a good game of cricket. Lanka Lions, choosing to bat, started off the innings in style. Both openers, Chaminda and Tushara, taking the team to double figures pretty easily. But IA would not give up. They got the breakthrough in the middle overs of the first innings. Opener Chaminda falling for 40. That set about a fall of wickets in IA's favour, and things were really looking up. But then the Singapore skies turned grey and the rain came down hard. The umpires had no choice but to call the game off after 34 overs. Lanka Lions still got what they came for, a top of the table finish. IA were left at the bottom, their league fate in the hands of the others.
Initially, in the morning when we came, we definitely wanted to win today's game. It was a very crucial game for us. We spoke about it over the last week, and we had a plan to bat first, which didn't really come off. We were put into field, but I mean that's how cricket is. We had a plan today to restrict them to a low total. We spoke about not giving them runs in the first 10 overs, and I mean we kind of made it through. We had some good wickets in the middle of the session, which helped them score less. Season was not really so productive for us. We definitely need to work on a lot of things going further into the T20 that is coming up. Our batting hasn't been clicking. We need to work on that. Maybe a few more practice sessions before the games, talking to the boys should help. Being a captain was good. I mean, it's always good when you get to lead the team, and gives you a chance to lead by example. I've been doing my best to keep my boys together, and having a word with them. We have a lot of email conversations, and we meet for practices. For the next season, we definitely want to get a lot of our team statistics, logistics in place first. We usually have to rush through for the team. This season we struggled to have enough players playing. Most of them were traveling or not well. So we definitely have to have players, these teams ready much in advance of the games.
Yeah, the team played well today. Although we had a bit of a crucial middle period where we lost a lot of wickets for cheap runs, although we started off very strong. So towards the end we got to a very good score, and we still had more than 10 overs to go. So we were very happy with that. It always feels great to win the league. I've been in Singapore 3 years now, and all 3 years we've won the Division 1 league. So this is actually the 4th year for the club winning the Division 1 league. So it's been great. It's been a good experience. We've only lost one game this whole season, so that's been a very positive outcome for us. Yeah, actually one thing that's always crucial to us, or something that we should fix for next season, is we always manage to start the season losing our first game. So maybe from next year onwards we can change that and win our first game and move on from there. Changes wise, yeah, unfortunately today we couldn't complete our game. We'd like to see better facilities for cricket in Singapore, where even when there's rain and there's bright sunshine after, we can start a game. Today the covers didn't work out for us. Hopefully also stronger teams in Division 1, because we didn't play to our full potential this year, but we still managed to win the league. So hopefully the other teams can bring a better game next year.
The Lanka Lions are champions for the 4th successive season. That game on the 14th will decide the placings from 3rd to 6th. If SCC wins the game, they will finish 3rd, and that puts CSC to play the promotion and relegation match. If CSC wins the game, then they finish 4th, and I goes to the promotion relegation match. So it's all still to play for in the bottom end of the table.
Well, there's plenty more action coming up right here on the SCA Cricket Show. But first...
Hi, I'm Gary Kirsten. Tune in to the SCA Cricket Show.